Throwback and welcome back to a brand new episode of Elden Ring. Link to the previous episode at the top right hand of your screen, where we traversed the Siofra River well and fought a lot of ancestral hunters and concluded that episode by fighting off against the regal not the regal ancestral spirit, that's just the ancestral spirit. The regal ancestral spirit, however, is coming up, but not now. Anyway, if you haven't watched that episode, I'll leave it linked at the top right hand of the screen. But now it is time for us to go into Caelid. Now we shall be traversing the Caelid wilds for the next couple of episodes, to be honest. Right now I'm picking up this place that we're gonna be starting off. So there are two rules to surviving in Caelid. One, don't fight the birds. 2, don't fight the dogs. 3, avoid dragons, except the dragons that I go to fight, because they are important to fight them. But if you can, try as much as possible to avoid the dragons. And 4, avoid the rot. So yeah, 4 things to do in Caelid. I repeat: avoid the birds, avoid the dogs, avoid the dragons, apart from the dragons that I instinctively go to fight, and avoid the rot. So there's an example of a bird that you should avoid. That thing is even more deadly than some of the enemies we fought so far, and some of the enemies we fought so far have been really deadly, but that bird will mess you up. Anyway, I have taken the beast repellent torch, and reason for that is that where we are headed to, there should be dogs that are gonna be causing us issues. Now this is like a Walking Dead type of thing, where we have these zombies just moving around on that path, and those zombies also cause rot, so be careful. Now with the beast repellent torch, just like in the previous episode when the death basilisk could not attack us, when we have this torch activated, these dogs won't attack us as well. Sorry for that insanely weird screen freeze. But yeah, we get this incantation wall of flame, and in here we shall be getting the greatsword, which is just a fantastic strength weapon. But yeah, as I'm saying, like as you can see right now, I have my torch at the back. It's not that activated, but the dogs won't attack me. As long as you have the beast repellent torch, the dogs do not attack, which is the only thing you'd ever want. Now again, that's the horde of undead zombies that do rot, so you can beat them up if you want to, but to me they are quite the stupid waste of time, so I don't even bother with them. But what I'm doing is I'm heading back to this church. There's an invasion that's supposed to happen, and I want to go take out the dude. No, it's not even a dude, it's a chick. I want to take out the chick that's gonna invade us at this church. Alright, so we're just gonna walk straight ahead. Oh, actually here she is even. She's one of those sisters of rot. There's like 3 of them. We already fought one of them in like episode 3, I think. Now this is the second one, and very easy. And then we get the sacred scorpion charm, which is something good that we're gonna be using, especially to build up resistances against a myriad of status effects. Right, so we need to be doing a couple of things right now, which is gonna make this part of the playthrough really fun. This Caelid is gonna be really fun, but more importantly, it's gonna lead us to one of the next big fights that we're gonna be taking part in, and I'm really excited for you guys to see that. I am so excited for you guys to see that. But as for now, we have to deal with everything else. How I like to do these things. You deal with the fringe with the fringe things around, and then once you're done with the fringe things around you, deal with the main thing. So as you can see, these dogs were ready to pounce on me until I removed the beast repellent torch. So as you can see, I can literally go next to it and it's just so scared of me, and there's nothing better than that, to be honest. But as you guys can see, I'm just gonna keep on bothering them because they can't touch me, and that's so cool. They really can't do anything to me. Ferocious looking things these are, and they are this ferocious looking because of what rot has done to them. It's so cool. It's like they really want to tear me apart, but they can't. It's like there's a force field around me that's preventing them from tearing me apart, and I've never felt so happy to be untouchable. Anyway, there's a big bird over there that is standing next to something that we want. Now, the birds don't really care about your beast repelling torch. They really don't care who you are. They're just gonna take you out. And as you guys can see, the bird saw me and he doesn't care that I have a torch. He's like, nah, screw you, screw your torch, screw everything that you stand for. Anyway, I have brought out Oleg because I need some help. The birds are, I'm telling you, look at the amount of damage this thing is doing. I'm telling you, things in Caelid are dangerous. You're never supposed to take Caelid lightly. No matter what happens, never take Caelid lightly. Things here will mess you up. Even the game knows things here are just bound to mess you up. Anyway, this dog has aggroed, so the beast repellent torch won't do much to it. And did you guys see that? Like, you get 300 runes for killing the dogs. How is that fair compensation for something that can really mess you up like that? Like, makes no sense. Anyway, my squabbles aside, we get the explosive bolts. There should be something else around here. I'm not worried about Oleg. Oleg can manage himself. Here we go. We open this and we get a rune up. I mean, honestly speaking, what the hell is that? Alright, I am done. I am done being the nice dude. It's time for me to take these creatures out together with my boy Oleg. Right, so we shall be going to deal with an Erdtree avatar. You guys know these dudes. They are the dudes made out of wood, and they're normally around minor Erdtree, so that's going to be our next target. And then there's a catacomb, which, by the way, I want to show you how awesome crystal darts are. I finally get to show you how awesome crystal darts are. So you guys have seen me saving them for a very long time. It's about time we use them, and I told you that they're gonna be coming in clutch when you're going to face the Erdtree barrier watchdog. So I'm gonna show you guys exactly how the crystal darts come in clutch when you're facing the Erdtree barrier watchdogs. But as for now, what I shall be doing is heading over to face off against the Erdtree avatar. Once we're done with the avatar, we shall be headed into the catacombs so that you can face off against the, well, we can traverse the catacombs and then finally show you what the watchdogs, what the crystal darts do to the burial watchdogs. As you can see, that thing is pointing down towards the catacomb. The catacombs are straight ahead, but we need to figure out a nice and safe place to descend from, and that's what I'm trying to find. Right here, this thing is gonna give us a somber smithing stone 4. You can never have enough somber smithing stones, in my humble opinion, especially when you are trying to upgrade more and more of your weapons. But yeah, those are the main objectives for today. I believe after that I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do next, to be honest, because I have a couple of objectives, but I don't necessarily have a particular order in which I want to do them. Like, they're so minor. The main objectives that are available right here in Caelid is, well, the biggest objective is getting to Redman Castle. That's the biggest objective. Another one of our big objectives is fighting the field bosses. Yeah, so like there's another death rite pad in Caelid, you know, the same one we fought in Liana, those adult death bats that cast spells. There is a Night Rider. There's another mini boss that's just out in the open, just wandering in the open. Like, that was the very first time I ever accidentally ran into a mini boss. It was just walking in the open, and it turned out to be a very difficult fight. You don't normally see that a lot when you are playing this game, because most of the times mini bosses are just located somewhere, and this guy was just strolling in the open. And then there's also the one dragon that I have been hyping for, like, I don't know, this is like episode 22, I believe. So there's this dragon I've been hyping up for the last 6 to 8 episodes, saying that it has the dragon breath that I want. So yeah, there's also that. So like, those are the main objectives we have in Caelid. Once we are done with all that, we shall leave, go see Rani, confess that we have feelings for her and that we want to help her achieve everything she has, and then that's gonna also shift the entire dynamic of the game again. So yeah, we have a lot to do, but sadly I'm not a pro player enough to do all that in one episode, like to be so quick to do all that in one episode. If I was, I'd be so amazing, but sadly I am not. I am just your regular Joe. Anyway, you guys know the drill. Bloodhound's Fang, we embowed it with Blood Flame, and we call out our boy Oleg, and we do our bubble, and we take our FP, we do our, yeah, that's our FP now, and we also do our magic. We put the shield. I want to put the shield on my back, but now I'm just gonna tell him I'm here, and there we go. And this is the putrid avatar. Now everything goes for sense. This avatar can get you with Scarlet Rot. There's a chopper flying by. I hope the mic is not picking it up. But yeah, we're facing the putrid avatar, and as I said, this guy can have you afflicted with Scarlet Rot. As you can see, the rot is already building up. So that's the rot starters effect that was on the way to building up. But again, still an Erdtree avatar, which means he's made of wood, which means he hates fire. Bring that face here, boy. And we're done. And we are done, because at this point I believe I'm extremely overpowered. But we get the green burst crystal tier and the flame shrouding crack tier. The green burst crystal tier will be useful for recharging your stamina quite easily, and the flame shrouding crack tier gives you resistance against fire. Two things that I will never use. Did not use it the first time I played the game, will never use it at any single one time. But I don't know, maybe you're one of those people who are having a hard time dealing with fire. Something to think about. Now, welcome to the minor Erdtree Catacombs. We shall be moving quite quickly through these catacombs. To be honest, it's one of the more easier catacombs I've faced. And the only reason that I'm doing this is so that I can show you how insanely cool, what's it called? Insanely cool our crystal darts are gonna be. I've already equipped them because crystal darts are gonna be cool. Now, we've taken our bigger shield because unfortunately imps are back. Get down here. You guys know the drill. Block, counter attack. It's the only way I know how to deal with imps, to be honest. Now, there is no consumable available on this elevator, so there is nothing to worry about. You should just go down completely. Nothing to be overly concerned about. Anyway, another imp. Block, counterattack, and then proceed. Pick up the grave violet. Okay, they are trying to surround me. I'm telling you, I hate these things with a passion, like a serious passion. Come on, I want to do a counterattack, man. Stop wasting my time. Thank you. Alright, keep on moving forward. Make sure you pick up your grave glove wards, make sure you pick up your ghost violets, because these things are very important to upgrading your spirit summons. Easy money. Okay, pick up the violet. Yeah, I was not able to counterattack that one, but it's fine. Just gonna replenish up a bit so that I can have a full complement, and with that we've opened the door to the boss part. As you guys might have seen, we've not even found out where the boss is. So if you guys remember something that I told you way early when we started this series, is that if you ever get into a catacomb and there is no obvious path left, either try going up or try going down. So in this instance we shall be going down, and as you can see, we already have another one of these imps waiting for us. Come on, dude, don't guard all day. Alright, now this is rot, and we cannot use torrent over here, so this is like a slight preview of what's gonna happen once we go to traverse the lake of rot. We shall be having to move on our feet while there's rot. Now there is an ambush that happens over here, so when you're looking at that guy, no, sorry, that's the next area. This place is just full of crabs, so if you like crabs, you know, all you can eat buffet at the Erdtree Catacombs. Now we're gonna climb up this ladder, nice and easy. Alright, and this is the room where an ambush takes place, so you know, always wanna turn left, beat that guy up, then go straight and beat this other guy up. And then once you run right here, you're gonna see two more show up, and all of a sudden you're in between imps and they're just wailing on you. But you know, we already took care of that pre-planned ambush, and you get an imp head of the wolf. Now these things help you increase your intelligence, so like just by wearing that headpiece, it can give you extra intelligence points, that is. So you know, sometimes you don't even need to continually upgrade a stat until it reaches a specific stat requirement. So that's a grave level, what, 5? Nice. Yeah, but sometimes you don't even need to upgrade the stat until it reaches the required stat requirements. Like, you can just simply take some items that increase that stat for you. Anyway, what you saw me pick up is the, oh no, Lord, you do not want to roll in anything like I did. It's the worst thing that you can ever do, because it makes the status effect build faster. So me rolling in that has just made things worse for me, in essence. Anyway, what I was saying, as you can see, it's continually building up instead of going down, because it's at a bigger size of my clothes, of my clothing, that is. So yeah, you never want to roll in. But now I get to show you guys Flame Cleanse Me. Overpowered, right? Like, just remove the status effect just like that. And yeah, as I said, it's one of the most overpowered incantations I've ever seen. But yeah, crystal buds, they're gonna be very useful in us crafting boluses against rot that are gonna be useful for us. But anyway, this place has a stake of marika, so in case we die, we can respawn from there. We're not gonna die, so there's nothing to worry about. And now I'm gonna show you how good crystal darts are. So we're gonna pick up our bubble, ensure that we have crystal darts equipped. I'm gonna even check. Yeah, those are crystal darts, as you can see. And now check this out. We have two Erdtree barrier watchdogs, but one casts spells, one has a sword. So I'm gonna shoot the one with the sword, and then check this out. They're fighting each other. Now usually you come into this room and you'll find the two of them, and it's such a hard thing to deal with. And guess what? If you have crystal darts, if you have crystal darts, this fight can be so easy just by doing that. You get the sword one to kill the spell casting one, because the spellcaster one is very annoying to deal with personally. That's just my personal experience. Anyway, now we call out our demi-humans, and a fight that was supposed to be us dealing with two Erdtree barrier watchdogs, which would have made it even so annoyingly complicated, is now a regular ass battle of us just dealing with an Erdtree barrier watchdog that I have done so many times in this game. Isn't that just awesome? Alright, let's take him down. We are basically done with this fight. But yeah, that's the utility of crystal darts that I've been hyping up for the longest time. I hope you guys have seen how awesome crystal darts actually are. Anyway, now that you're done with the minor Erdtree Catacombs, it's time for us to proceed on to our next set of objectives. As I said, like, I do not know which order I want to do this set of objectives. I can even tell, like, apart from the things which I mentioned to you that are very important, you know, Redman Castle, the dragon, the boss who's just walking in the open, like the other, and there's another town of sorcery that we're just gonna have to go do as well, now that I think about it. But I'm not even gonna be able to do all those things in this specific episode, so that kinda blows just a bit, but it's nothing that we can't handle, to be honest. So just gonna mark up the next region we're gonna be dealing in with Caelid. I believe this is gonna be like the most tame episode of Caelid. It's probably gonna be the most tame episode, but after that the intensity in these episodes should just ramp up like nothing you've seen before. Alright, so we have our beast repellent torch out, so the dogs should not be able to attack us. And here we are at a site of grace that I wanted us to pick. Now, opposite the site of grace, we have these ruins that we are gonna be going to explore and find things inside of. Now I hope you guys remember what I told you about ruins. All ruins have an underground region that either contains a mini boss or something important. These guys explode, so it's best not to stay alongside them for long. Which is also quite funny because it's a preview of a cave that we are going to be exploring that has a lot of these guys. They just like exploding for some reason. So just picking up the smoldering butterflies all over the place. Yeah, as I told you, these guys just love blowing themselves up. The idea is they just run towards you and they make sure that the idea is they run towards you and come close to you so that they can blow themselves up when you are near them. Alright, so this fight is gonna be a pain in the ass. You're gonna be dealing with two pumpkin heads. One has a hammer, one has a foil, but since I have brought out my boy Oleg, is now a 2-on-2 battle. The hope is that Oleg can get one of them on him and I can deal with the other one. Yeah, Oleg has one on him and I have my sights on the other one, so it's definitely a one-on-one battle. Okay, you have to always be you can always be careful of the head hammer because they are very dangerous to deal with as well. But yeah, that's the entirety of our battle done with the two pumpkin heads. So Oleg is out, he's done good. I remember telling you guys that Oleg was on notice, but he's been doing good. But anyway, this is a very nice, it's not nice, it's a very weird shield. It's a visage shield, so let me show you guys. It's a heavy shield as well, so it drastically increases my equip load. But if you double wield it, if you wield it with both arms, you can cause flames to come out in front of it. So I don't know, it's kind of a gimmick shield to me because you'd have to have so much strength to even use it correctly in the first place, but it's not something that I am quite fond of. I kind of like having this small shield that gives me a lot of utility for the way I play. Not saying that shield is bad, because as you guys can see, it's pretty cool. It blocks and at the same time serves as an attack option if you ever need it. Anyway, that is basically it with these ruins. So I am now thinking of where to take you guys next. I have 36,000 runes. Have you guys noticed that I told you that at this point now that we are so powerful just by playing the game, we are always gonna have enough runes to upgrade, which is freaking awesome in my view anyway. But yeah, checking on my stats, we need around another 8,000 ish runes to progress the next level. As you guys can see, I have a lot of golden runes, so I'm gonna pop a 7. That gives us an extra 5. So since I've already started, it just means I'm not gonna stop until I upgrade. So we're gonna pop this other one, should give us an extra 5, and that is close to being enough. We need one more, so we're gonna go for the list of our runes, of our golden runes. Okay, not okay, that gives us 47,000, and we're gonna pop one more, and that takes us to 50. So should have enough to upgrade another level. And we finally have strength at level 30, which means even if I was to be killed and lost the beneficial effects of having a rune arc available, it won't matter in terms of us being able to use the golden halberd, because we've already now sufficiently met the stat requirements needed to to wield it without losing any of its special effects. Now I'm marking the places which you are going, and these places are literally in a straight line. So from that site of grace, we shall just simply be traveling in a straight line to all those locations that I've marked up. As always, beast repellent torch because we might meet up with beasts along the way in Caelid. So these ruins are the first places you are going, the 4 second ruins. As you guys can hear, there's a bird over here, so something to be careful of. I'm just looking for the underground entrance if I can find it, but this bird is definitely not making it easy. Yeah, the bird is not making it easy for me. And there's another one on top. You know what? Screw this area, I'm just gonna leave. Alright, so as you guys can see, dogs. So something to be quite wary of as well. Another bird over there. Like, this area is so... Caelid is dangerous, man. I don't know about you guys, but Caelid is dangerous. But as you can see, the Redmen soldiers are really fighting that dog. And that dog is also not... And a bird has... Do you see what I mean when I tell you Caelid is basically Australia? Like, what the hell? Honestly speaking, Caelid is weird. Yeah, so as you can see, the battle still rages on over there. It's now a battle between the soldiers, the dog, and the bird. So, you know, just regular Caelid things. Anyway, there is another one of those invisible moving scarabs that frequents this region, and that's what you want to go get right now. So I'm just checking this out, and I'm just waiting for it to... The guy on this message has left a message board, so this means that we should try and attack it from here. So we're just gonna have to wait for it to come. As usual, we're gonna use our flame of frenzy to just stop its movements. There it comes, and flame of frenzy, and to get ash of war, flame of the red means. Right, so now that we have reset a lot of the things that are happening in here, we can now try and traverse this region. So we're gonna infiltrate this fort using the back entrance to prevent ourselves from getting absolutely destroyed, because you have to be extremely confident in your abilities to take on a fort from the front door. You have to be extremely confident in your abilities to take on a fort from the front door. Now, those arrows are being shot by one of the soldiers. He's one of those really big tanky soldiers who we fought for many times. You guys know the type where he has special armor. He's like the clear cut commander of the army of soldiers. I'm just gonna show you who he is when we get to him. Dude, not the time to look cool with your spear. Oh, okay, guys, let me show you something cool. Let me show you guys something cool. And jump. Oh god. Anyway, by jumping on top of that thing, you tend to make them explode by jumping and plunging your sword into that opening available on top of those things. So you know, just an alternate way of destroying these things. Anyway, we get flame grant me strength. It's kind of a similar incantation like flame cleanse me, but instead this one, well, as the name suggests, grants you strength. So you know, increases your attack power and those things, that kind of thing. So something to think about if it's something you may want. Yeah, so this is the soldier, the one with the bow and arrow, the one that I was telling you is shooting these gravity arrows at us. I shall be dealing with him on my way out of here. Actually, I shall be dealing with everyone on my way out. Right now what I want is on the way in, and that's what I want to deal with first, and then once we're done I shall be dealing with everyone outside this fort. Alright, welcome to Fort Caelid. There's a lion beast down there, so you're best advised not to fall in there before we complete everything else in here. So we're gonna take out these Redmond soldiers. He has a great shield. Yeah, but as you guys can see, Redmond soldiers are also powerful, and they take after their commander, Mr. General Radan. And you get a warming stone now. I have seen it sometimes happen where you are right there and then that beast hits you with a growl and you fall down and it's boss fight time. So again, something to always be careful of. No, stop throwing flaming stuff at me. No, not giving you a chance to attack me. And here is another one of those commander dudes, only this one does not have arrows, so I'm just gonna put that up, increase my resistances. No, stop it. Oh yeah, got no poise, man. You guys literally let one person enter the fort and just beat all of you up. Anyway, that's the Star Scourge heirloom. Equipping it gives you extra in strength and dexterity. Gives you extra stats in strength and dexterity because that's what Star Scourge Radan is all about. Anyway, this teleporter takes us all the way to Redmond Castle, so if you want to do that you can, but that just means you bypass a lot of juicy upgrade materials that you can get along the way. As you can see, that fort down there, that bridge that I'm showing you, it pops you out there, and then you're basically outside Redmond Castle. But yeah, as I said, like, there's no need to do that because we shall end up there just by playing the game as it is. Let me remove our crystal dust. We're not gonna be using them anymore. They have served their purpose. Right, so I'm gonna be jumping across. So jump, hold, sprint, run and jump, and then you're gonna be checking to figure out anything else that I've left here. I also need to open up the gate because falling down there without opening the gate for me to leave is not gonna be good. So pulling this lever opens up the gate for us. So once we're done with that lion beast down there, we shall just leave through the front gate like the boss we are, and then deal with everyone outside the fort. Alright, so there is a ladder over there, but I don't think I can get to it, so we shall be basically just jumping down. Yeah, there's nothing over here. Yeah, so as you can see, that lion beast down there, something to watch out for. So we're gonna walk in here, open this up, and then we're gonna pick up the kata. Very nice fist weapon, but nothing that I really want to use. Anyway, it's time for us to fight this dude and then make our way out of here. So I am gonna bring out thinking more numbers will do well, but Oleg is on a roll. So yo Oleg, I need you to fight this guy, so I'm just gonna laser beam him, and then Oleg is just gonna jump down because Oleg is always ready to throw down. Alright, let's begin this battle, shall we? Nope. Nope. Okay, missed. Oh, that's a beautiful attack. Nope. Okay, actually got me. And we're done. And we get the Ash of War Lion's Claw. Basically that beautiful attack we saw it perform. And we also get a runak for our troubles. Anyway, Oleg, stop walking towards me in such an intimidating fashion. I am your... well, I wanted to say boss commander, but I don't know. I'm the guy who's stopping you from resting in peace by summoning you over and over again. Anyway, Oleg, let's go deal with everyone outside the fort. So this time I'm gonna be dealing with everyone outside the fort, and I'm gonna be starting off with this annoying bastard that kept shooting arrows at me. Whoa, Oleg, that's my fight. You just don't interject into my fight like that, man. Now look at that, you're getting yourself double teamed. Alright, hello everyone. Okay, so I'm just gonna fight everyone. Oleg is also trying to fight everyone, which is pretty cool. Really? You've seen me destroy everybody in the fort inside, and you're still gonna attack me like that? Wow, Oleg is absolutely going ham. And I'm here for it. Alright, Torrent, let's move around this place. Just gonna move around, picking up anything and everything that we can find along the way. So I'm gonna jump across, and then I'm just gonna move around picking up anything and everything. That's the main objective. Pick up anything and everything you can find. Fight anyone that wants to fight us. This guy is blighted with something. I'm not so sure because his eyes are actually glowing. Wow. Telling you, Oleg, he might have his shortcomings, but what he has is a lot of heart. Out here just fighting everyone on his own, but his fight is almost over. Oh man, this is so bad. No. 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 Really? Fire through the walls. That's how it works. Okay, that's not nice. No. Said no. But as you guys can see, basically just fighting everyone as best as I can, because that's what we need to keep on doing all the time. Now there is one of those things that we destroyed right here, so I'm just gonna go up and try attack it from above once more and destroy it and make it explode. It's the easiest way to deal with them after all. Remember what I told you guys, that we deal with everyone inside the fort, and then we deal with everyone outside the fort, and then we move on to the next region. So I'm just gonna critical attack you from here, take you out. Okay, man, you're only allowed one hit, not two, not three, nothing like that. Okay, and then you're gonna jump. And this thing should now explode. And it exploded and killed everyone around. Isn't that just awesome? Oh, even get the war pick. I never thought something like that would happen. Anyway, yeah, we're done with Fort Gael. Now there is nothing much else left for me. I'm basically dealing with one section of Caelid at a time, so that once we are done with that, we can move over to the next one. I believe the next episode is when I shall be either the next episode I shall either do the town of sorcery, or just move around killing every single boss I find in the Caelid fields. It's gonna be one of those two. We either go to the town of sorcery and deal with it. There is also another boss over there, of course, but yeah, it's either that town of sorcery, deal with, or I can actually, or if I'm fast enough, I can do both. Now that I think about it, my mediocre planning skills aside, let's move over to the next part and figure out what else we can do in Caelid. There is another cave that we need to do. Oh lord, yeah, there is another cave that I've not done as well. Oh man, there is a lot of stuff to do in Caelid. I am so ready to fight another demigod. That's why I'm this impatient, you guys. And I believe you guys are also get a slumbering egg from that. Those are used to create the sleep potions, by the way. But yeah, I also believe you guys are probably ready for me to fight another major story boss, because the last major story boss we fought was Renala, and that was like 4 episodes ago. Oh wow, yeah, that I'm spoiling you guys. We literally fought a major story boss 4 episodes ago, so you know what, yeah, I'm spoiling you guys. It's gonna take some time before we fight another major story boss. Alright, we're done with this place. Let's move on forward. I'm also thinking that I can try and wear the Redman soldier's outfit, because but no, I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm gonna do it when the time is right. And welcome to this swamp. As you guys can see, it's a swamp made of rot. It has exploding geysers made of rot, so it's best to stay on torrent so that the rot doesn't affect you. But as you guys know, I showed you a preview of the lake of rot where we won't have torrent's help and we'll have to traverse it on our own. But we have flame cleanse me, and I'm even gonna go further than that and get some more immunizing protection that is gonna help us deal with the rot. Yeah, as I said, I am always prepared. I come prepared. Whenever I go to deal with anything, I always research my stuff extensively so that I can be prepared to deal with it. Anyway, welcome to the Gaol cave. Right, so let's check on everything. Just taking a small breather. And this is, you guys seen how the beast repellent torch provides a lot of light. It's unbelievable. This is the way out, so we don't want to be leaving the cave without doing anything in here. So I'm gonna take out this rat, pick up the golden rune too. This is one of those caves that I don't know if this is a prison cave or if I'm confusing it with a different one. I'm not so sure. Yeah, this is a prison cave, never mind. Yeah, so this is a prison cave. So At the start of this cave, there is really nothing much you can do because all the paths are locked except for the one specific path that the game really wants you to follow, so you really have no choice but to follow that one specific path the game is telling you. No, that the game is making you. And that's what we're gonna be doing. So well, it's definitely not going back up after falling down. But yeah, as you can see, this is a jail cave, and a lot of those exploding dudes are locked up in here. So really fun place to be in. There's a stake of Marika over there, so in case we die, we could respawn over here. But again, as I've always alluded to, I plan to do as little dying as possible. There are these small militia beastmen available as well, so taking them out is gonna be the order of the day. Yeah, so as I said, there is literally only one path you can follow, and these dudes are like the prison guards for some reason. Yeah, the prisoners never expected that a dude was gonna come break them out. Not that I plan to break them out. I came here for my own nefarious reasons. Okay, don't follow that shot. It's a very nice plot. You follow it, and then those two rats attack you from behind, and then this big boy attacks you from in front. I like how these animals are adapting though. They are all adapting to try and capture their prey. It's pretty cool. I like it, to be honest. Oh man, that caster died. What a shame. Too bad he did not have the faith we have. The amount of unshakable faith we have. Hey, it's the break room. Oh man, so sorry. I'm yet to figure out why these guys throw that shrouding smoke. I have never known why they do it. And we get a somber smithing stone 5 for our troubles. And we shall now open gates to the entire prison. Everybody, you are free to go. You know, if you can find your way out of here. If you can't, that's on you. I've opened all the prison gates, so anyway, electrify armament. Who had electrify armament on their bingo card? Oh man, I'm poisoned. What am I ever gonna do? I don't know. How about flame cleanse me? Such an overpowered incantation. Like, I don't have a use for getting boluses ever again. I can lack the materials required to craft a bolus. Doesn't matter. Flame cleanse me. I can be actively bleeding because somebody got off a bleed status effect. Doesn't matter. Flame cleanse me. You know, I can be poisoned. Doesn't matter. I could be facing rot. Doesn't matter. I could be frostbitten. Doesn't matter. The only thing that we can't change with flame cleanse me is the death status effect, and once that happens, you know, you're just dead. Death happens. That's the only thing. Other than that, it's like so overpowered. Anyway, you guys know the drill with these guys. I told you in that other ruins where we found them first that these guys just like exploding next to you. So, well, the plan is usually for them to explode on you, but we're not gonna let them do that. Anyway, I shall now be moving through every prison. Oh Lord, that was not nice. Honestly speaking, that was not nice. I'm gonna try this. See, that's what I mean. Like, these guys keep on trying to get you to explode. But yeah, I need to get rid of all of them inside that one specific holding, so that I can, so that I can get whatever materials are found inside there. Yeah, there is another cave, you guys. Now that I think about it, there are 2 caves in this region, and this is just the first one that we're dealing with. Wow, this one ran far. Alright, you're the only one left. Dude, there's literally nothing over here. Just spent my time making sure I took out all of them, and there was absolutely nothing in there. Oh, and the next one that had no one is the one that had something in it. You know what, it's fine. It happens. Yeah, so we're gonna keep on traversing this region. Checking out our status, we're already halfway there to the amount of runes we need to upgrade to another level, so that's awesome. That dude might have spotted me. Surely 2 of them spotted me. Only one exploded. Yeah, that one is gonna start running after us. Oh god. Alright. Let's keep on moving forward, shall we? Alright, dude says there's a hidden path ahead, so yeah, this is where I was taking out this beastman because I'm awesome. Nothing over there. Yeah, there is a hidden path over here, so let's try jumping down. Well, descending slowly and safely. As slow and as safely as you can, that is. I'm just gonna put on my bubble because this looks like one of those regions where you go down and then all of a sudden it's boss fight time. Alright. Send down, and there we are. We get the frenzied duelist. Brought out Oleg. Wow. Man, this dude really doesn't care about Oleg. Wow, that's a neat move. Yeah, this dude really doesn't care about Oleg. Alright, we're done, Mr. Frenzied Duelist. And we get the putrid corpse ashes. Basically those zombies that spew rot. Very useless ashes, by the way. Anyway, we can take that on our way out, but we won't. Instead, we shall run out this entrance, and look at that, we're back in Limgrave. Would you believe it? And we get the regalia of a shard, I think, and you also get some glowstone. But yeah, as you can see, we are really literally back in Caelid. Not Caelid, but in Limgrave, sorry. Anyway, and now we're back in Caelid. And now we can take this and leave. Alright, I believe we've done most of the things I wanted to do in this region. Now there's one thing that I was thinking of doing it in the next episode, but it's gonna be a very, very annoying thing to do at the start of an episode, and that is go for one ruin. There's a ruin along this highway path, and then pick up all the graces available in Caelid. Yeah, you heard me right. Like, I could have done that at the start of the next episode, but that's gonna be a very stupid thing to do at the start of an episode, just running around Caelid just looking for graces. So I would have loved to end it here by just finishing that cave and then start off by doing those ruins and picking up the graces, but just thinking about it, it's making me sick that I would even consider starting off an episode like that. So here we are at the Caelid Waypoint ruins. So we're gonna start off with these ruins, and then once we're done with these ruins, we shall be picking up all the graces, and then we shall end the episode there. So yeah, you remember these centipede dudes? They killed us in the second episode when we found ourselves in Caelid by mistake, when we were so under leveled. Well, now we can absolutely destroy them, and that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm just trying to get them all to punch up in one region so that I can deal with them all together at once, instead of moving around from place to place and having to fight them. Like, look at them, they're still praying to their god of rot. I don't know if that's what. No, that's not praying. They were sleeping. That's how they sleep. They sleep with their asses up. As weird as that sounds. Alright, I have done a lot of running around. I'm gonna bring out my skeleton militiamen, not because I wanted to, but they are the only ones I can afford with the FP I have left, and it's now time for the battle against them to begin. So take you out. Oh man, stop destroying my skeletons. Take you out. Where are you, man? Take you out. Take you out. Take you out. Oh god. Take you out. As you guys can see, these things just build up rot. Take you out. If you want to know why everything in Caelid builds up rot, if you remember the very first episode, there was that wonderful cutscene between Radan and Melania wanting to fight, and because Melania is basically the goddess of rot and she hates losing, she decided that, well, I don't want to say that she was losing against Radan, but she was definitely not winning that fight. And you guys know that Melania prides herself on the fact that she's never lost a battle in her life. So the fact that she was faced off with the potential of losing her first battle, because everyone she's ever fought she beat comfortably, she decided to release all of the rot that is held inside of her in an attempt to beat Radan. And guess what? She still didn't beat Radan. But these are the long-lasting effects of that fight between Radan and Melania. So, for what it's worth, just know that Radan is awesome, because Radan has nothing else apart from his swords, his gravity ability, and his trusted horse Leonard. While Melania can harness the power of rot. Well, not necessarily harness the power of rot, but because she's also affected by it. But at the same time, like, she can use it in battle, and it's what she used to try and defeat Radan and failed. So you guys can tell that I'm a serious Radan fanboy by now. I believe you can tell that. Anyway, let's head downstairs so that we can continue taking care of these ruins. So this guy is guarding the waypoint to the under region of the ruins, and he's doing that for a good reason. Because down here we have baby centipedes. I mean, look at that. These ones are not fully matured yet. You have this mushroom dude as well, together with this smaller one, baby ones. So immature, so freakish, so sad. Now these centipede dudes are called the kindred of rot, and they live to serve the goddess of rot. So basically speaking, what they are doing here is they are waiting for millennia to come and lead them, because millennia is essentially the goddess of rot. But millennia is obviously not in Caelid, so they are stuck. Anyway, that's the meteorite or blade. It's basically a katana. Kitana is the name of that lady Liu Kang seems for in Mortal Kombat. This is a katana. Basically, the meteorite or katana is a katana that does gravity magic. So magic dudes might not have faith, but they have a whole lot of katanas to use. Anyway, just gonna move here, beat up this dog and kindred of rot left. Wow, I'm telling you, things in Caelid are so overpowered. And then that's it. Pick up the poison bloom, and that's pretty much it. So let's head over to our first region. The Caelid waypoint ruins were the first region. Let's head over to the second marking, as we shall now begin moving from place to place, just picking up sites of grace. Starting off an episode just looking for sites of grace, it was gonna be the worst decision ever. I'm glad I've not done it. So if you don't want to watch these other parts of the video, actually you don't have to, because it's just gonna be me moving from one position to the next, just picking up sites of grace, so that we can have them ready, so that I can start fast traveling between them all. It's basically what I'm gonna be doing. I'm only 7,000 runes away from another level, so that's pretty cool as well. But I don't think I should pop up some rune axe at this point in time. Well, not until I have not until I have gotten all of the sites of graces. So let's begin going after all the sites of graces that we can. In the next episode, I'm definitely going to do the other cave that I've not done. I'm gonna also try fit in the town of sorcery as well. Actually, if I can do both the cave and the town of sorcery, and maybe one field boss, that's gonna be cool. But I'm gonna specifically do the town of sorcery and the cave. That one is definitely gonna happen. And then after that we'll have nothing left but Redmond Castle, which probably gonna knock out easily in a very short period of time, together with the other field bosses left. And then maybe go do Rani, and then maybe go meet up with Rani and start trying to simp for her. Anyway, let's begin, shall we? Alright, so we're just gonna ignore all these flowers and all these plants shooting up, all this stuff. Just ignore it. As long as you keep on moving, they shouldn't be able to harm you. Anyway, this is a swamp of Ionia. Don't believe I may have taken the wrong path somewhere. Alright, so let's get these sites of grace again. Shall be attacking it from this direction instead. Wow, that follows enough to injure us. Seems like a very short fall though. Okay, let's just look for the sites of grace as we move around. That's the merchant for the region.
Yes, right this way. Welcome, valued customer. Please, I'm hungry.
Okay, he really wants us to buy something. We are just gonna buy all the bonuses against rot. It's good to have. Alright, let's move over to the next region, shall we? I'm just looking for... I've not even found one site of grace, which is... it's quite disconcerting, because that's all you're supposed to do. Find a site of grace and then leave. Why is it so hard for me to find a site of grace? Okay, here we are. So this is one. And then now we have to go find the next one. And this is the second one. Now we go find the third one. This Ashovo gives us the lifesteal feast. I have never used it. I don't even know what it does, to be honest, so I'm not gonna try and explain it because I have no idea what it does. And then let's get this other site of grace. Should be somewhere around here, if I can actually find it. Ah, there we go. And not at moment too soon, to be honest. Right, so as you can see, I have found a couple of sites of graces around, which we are gonna need for traversing this region, you know, here and there, once in a while, that sort of thing. But yeah, this is where we end this wonderful episode, and then in the next one I shall be doing a lot of content for you guys. So I'm thinking we just use up all of our golden runes so that we can upgrade the next level. That takes us to 32,000. Golden rune ones are like the most useless things you're gonna find in the world. We only need to get to 45, so another 9,000 to go. I'm just doing this so that we can eventually begin, so that we can eventually begin the next episode at a good point. Okay, yeah, that's more than enough. So let's upgrade our level. I believe we shall now start doing our intelligence and faith. So let's take our faith to 18. We are gonna be progressing faith to 25, intelligence to 25, mind to 25, and then we're gonna religiously focus on vigor. But yeah, that's it for this one. So stay safe, be smart, be kind, tell somebody love them today, and I shall catch all of you in the next one. Bye guys.